was here to stay. Nowadays you waiting. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thought it should have been me. Standing there with you. I thought it should have been me. Standing there with you. Thought it should have been me. Standing there with you. Oh, I should do it again. I thought it should have been me standing there with you. Hold on, that last part was a little. Standing there with you. Oh, that should have been me standing there with you. I thought you really missed me standing there with you. Just kidding around, doing my thing. But that ain't why I'm on here. Look, that's not the reason why I'm on here. Because I'm on here because I feel like, damn, do folks think that I don't know that I am loved? I feel like sometimes I feel like well, I actually do feel like this. I don't know if folks be feeling sorry or thinking that whatever they may hear from me, I ain't okay. I mean, I'm just like everybody else. I mean, we have good days and we have bad days. But it doesn't mean that a brother is over here depressed and sad and lonely. Not at all. Not at all. Look, I don't, I'm still young and I don't, experience some things. So therefore, I expect certain. To come. And so therefore, whatever comes my way, I'm a man. I'm a man, and you know what? I know how to handle certain things. I am that a man, and I know how to handle it. Honestly, I do. I don't feel like I'm always trying to get a pity party because I feel like sometimes people may perceive me in a different type of light, even though I don't know what. Well, I know how people really think of me, but in the same sense, I really don't too much all the way know because hell, they are just judging on what they see, and they can do that because honestly, they may be wrong. You know, I feel like a lot of the times when folks come around me, it's really just only for a convenience. And when I say this, it's not for everybody. I'm just saying when I feel energy side, and I'm not to the point where I'm not a blind. I'm not a blind, so therefore I know who's in my corner, and who's not. It doesn't matter how many long, it doesn't matter how many years you have been around. Just know I'm just not a fool. I see you just like you see me. It's something. It's just something how people may think they. It's something how people may think that they may know you off of a video, but in actuality, they don't have any idea on who you are, on who you really are on the inside. And that's the truth. In my eyes, it is. It's the truth because I have been patient with folks. I don't let folks reveal themselves before me, without me even asking, how are you, and what comes along with you. I don't even have to say those words because I see it. I see it from afar. I'm just the one that usually don't even really say anything, not unless not unless if I feel like saying it. But I just sit back and I just watch people reveal their true self and how they truly feel about me. Honestly, I do. Whether they are a friend, whether they are someone that I may have a partner or whoever it may be. I have always been this way. This is not this. Look, honestly, this is not nothing that has just came upon me. No, not no, no. It hasn't. Not at all. Not at all. I have seen a lot of individuals for who they really are. I'm not a fool. Now, I may not sound, you know, so highly educated, but it's all right. I ain't messed up about that. I ain't messed up about it because look, this is how God made me, and it is what it is. I'm taking it. Look, I'm taking it for what it is. Because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna let what the world may think of me stop stop me from doing what I know that I gotta do for myself. Maybe I'll take all the negatives. I will. I take it. I'll take all the words, the bad words, really to be exact, the bad words. I'll take it. But I don't. I see. Since I know me, I don't have to answer to that. I don't. Yeah, I'm sure you guys may have heard some bad things of that came up. That really came out my mouth. Some time ago, whether it was past or present. But hey, sometimes it happens like that. It happens like that. But it was only needed for the people that was coming at me in a different way. But when it comes to me doing the same thing, you know, I mean, I'm doing the same thing, but when it comes to me accepting that back, getting it back to me, I know how to brush that shit off. Whatever someone may have to say about me, hey, it's cool. I say it all you want to. I don't really let that sit on my dome because at the end of the day, we are young bucks and we gotta go through some things. Besides the things that we have went through, so therefore we're gonna have to keep on going and keep on getting no's and maybe a yes or two or not. We're gonna have to keep on going through with someone maybe wanting to be with you or not. We are going to have to keep on going through with anything that may transpire to not, look, if it's not our liking, hey, we gotta accept it and keep on moving on, and that's what I'm gonna do. It ain't look like that song says. I just can't give up now. I just cannot give up now. No, I'm never giving up, no matter what the situation or the state of being that I am in. Never, never. So folks can say what they gotta say. Don't feel like I always say. Don't feel sorry for a brother over here. Don't think that a brother over here is just really crying because I hate to cry. But don't think a brother over here is just crying his eyes out and wanting and wishing and hoping. No, it ain't none of that. It ain't none of that at all over here. I just, sometimes I wish, I really do wish that sometimes folks out there wouldn't want to think that a brother over here need, you know, I would say sympathy. And I don't. I done made it this far without it. And I'll make it even more farther, whether I get it or not. Whether I give it or not. My faith is always gonna be by my side, and my loved ones too. And if they so happen to stray away, hey, I still got one man on my mind, and really in my heart, that can truly lead me the way that I need to go. Honestly, I would not be over here, you know, I would say in distress about anything at all. If you guys only knew, if you guys only knew some of the things that I have experienced, and it wasn't always good at all. It was not always good. I have experienced some really some just like everybody else out there, experienced some really BS. But at the same time, as we know it, as look, I would say as the strong ones that got like, hey, that can take a couple of hits to the head. And by that, I'm not saying physical. I'm saying when it comes to whatever life is throwing at you, and you are still to be and you are still able to be strong and able to still stand up and handle your business, shoot, I salute you. I salute you because everybody ain't that strong to do that. They would have been weeping somewhere, looking for help. Not me, not me at all, not me at all. But you guys, I did cook a little nice dinner. I'm finna get up on off here. Um, I made me some baked fish and some potatoes. Well, really smothered potatoes, and I made me some vegetables on the side with that. And that's gonna be and that's right there. And that right there is gonna be my meal for the night. And I'm gonna try to get up and do a little run because I had I had to go to the doctor for a little appointment for earlier today, and I had weighed myself, and the scale told me I was 169, and I went to Google about it. Google is our best friends. sometimes we sometimes we have to go there and ask questions. But I went to Google and I asked like, hmm, is the amount of how much I weigh is it normal in my weight? Well, really for my height. And they was like, oh my goodness, you're considered obese. I'm like, obese? Oh my goodness. I'm like, I, for me, I've kind of I kind of disagreed with Google on that because I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't have a bulging belly. I understand I'm very very tiny. You guys, I'm only 5'5". I'm close to a midget. But to see that somehow I'm overweight, I was just like, wow, okay, I'm gonna let you think that. But I really want to get myself together, and my diet together too, because I want to just continue to just be healthy, and since I have stopped smoking, I don't smoke anymore now. You guys, I have quit it all. I haven't had a black and mild in I want to say about 10 days. So I used to like smoking jazz plastic tips. That was my kind right there, jazz. Give me good old jazz plastic tip. hmm but now I'm good on that. I don't need none of that. I'm fine. Honestly, I'm sure my lungs are like, oh, you guys, cause I'm getting sleepy. Hmm. I gotta eat though before I go to sleep. I'm sure my lungs are like, thank you, Castro, for saving us. I'm like, shit, you ain't gotta tell me, baby. Y'all done showed me. Shit, look, when I had that asthma attack, that let me know right there, baby. Or really, when one day when I was helping somebody move, and my strength kind of gave out on me. I was like, "Ooh, I'm not in control." And then when my lungs gave, well, not my lungs, but when I had lost, when I was a little, when I had that asthma attack, and I felt like, well, I did feel like I was losing shortage of breath. I'm not gonna say it just put a lot of things in perspective and let you know that you ain't in control like you think you are. Hey, you better take care of yourself. And I'm glad that I went to the emergency room when I did because boy, baby, I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't probably be on here talking about it because that was a serious thing that scared me. And they was like, when I was in that bed, I ain't gonna lie to you guys, I was calling on Jesus. I was praying and I was scared, because I never experienced anything like that. Even though I have asthma, but I never experienced having an asthma attack. It's 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 something that's oh, it's scary straight. And they told me, said they was like, sir, they was like, if you don't stop smoking, you'll be walking around here with an oxygen tank. And this happened to me when I was maybe 29, I want to say. No, I think I could have been either 29 or 30. I think I was 30 or 31. But it happened at around an early age, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm young, and I was like, oh my goodness, what I'm doing, I'm thinking I'm just trying to enjoy myself, but at the same time I'm killing myself. I was killing myself, and I'm glad that I done got off of that. I don't, now all of really what I do, I just I do me. I'm not gonna go into details about it, but I do me. But at the same time, I have to keep certain things at a minimum because You don't want to overdo it to cause another issue. And I'm glad that I took heed. I took heed because if I didn't take heed, I would not be here right now talking to you guys right now. I'd be in the ground somewhere in a box. Thank God that I had the common sense to notice when you notice anything about your body that's not normal. It's something that seems like, oh, this don't feel normal. Go get checked out. Run. Look, I would say run. Look, speed walk. Power walk to that emergency room to see what's going on with you. Cause you just don't know. Just sitting in that bed and thinking like, oh, I let it just it wear off. No, it can get worse. Or it can get worse. You know, worse off than what you're thinking. And I'm glad that I chose to get my ass up out that motherfucker out that bed and go get checked out. Hey, YouTube cameras, how you doing? I'm sorry, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna have to start doing a new thing. I'm gonna have to get my commentary out before I start looking at the chat because sometimes the chat can throw me off. I'm not like everybody else. They can be kind of like multitasking, and I can't do that too well because I would get thrown off from what I'm talking about. I'm trying to work on that because I know there's a lot of people that's on YouTube that do that that is a lot bigger than I am. They're able to I would say multitask when it comes to that. But how you doing, Jasmine Luck? How you doing? He said, "Stand by talking himself. I'm making your day today." Kings. Who is King? King Von is. I don't know who you are, baby. I don't know King Von, and hopefully that brother is I don't know who King Von is, but hopefully they are good. I don't know who the hell they are. But you guys, it's been real. I'm gonna enjoy my dinner, and I didn't have too much to say on here. I just wanted people to know, sometimes don't be worried about a brother over here. I'm good. I'm just human, you know. And another thing, anytime I may sing a song, you guys, I want you guys to know that I'm not singing about anybody that you guys may know of or whoever I may have talked about. I'm only singing about certain situations that I have been through in my life. So therefore, I'm not going through those heartaches and pains in that moment. I'm not. I passed it. That's why I'm able to sing about it. It's just like going through a traumatic situation and you are able to talk about it. Are you still going through those emotions? And no, you're able to talk about it, and maybe you can help somebody else about it with whatever you may have went through. Honestly, and I think a lot of I wish people would get off that. Oh, it's about this person, that person. No, it's not about anybody. It's not about it. People that come up with songs sometimes those songs are just things that they are putting together that rhyme. Okay, that rhyme together, and they can make it sound good. But do you actually think that the person that's behind the microphone is actually going through those heartaches? Now, some can be, but they should be able to be past that because, honestly, uh, you know, if you have experienced those type of things that you are singing about, you should be able to kind of, get over that. Like I said earlier, I mean, it's gonna be plenty of more things that you're gonna have to go through in life. So why be stuck on certain situations or really certain people or things that has happened, to you? You have to continue to move on with your life. Just like I did with certain things that happened to me when I was a child, or even in my teens, or even in my adult life. As I'm speaking right now to you guys, I'm not I'm not holding on to those things. Whatever happened, happened. You got to keep on doing you, and making sure that shit is going in order for you. Who holds on? Look, who walks around holding on to certain things like that, like like really grudges. I don't have any grudges at all, and I really wish people that's out there that may have a grudge something against somebody. Hey, well, I can't even say this because I mean I don't know what the situation was, but if it ain't too bad, let it go. Go on with your life. If you don't like somebody, you don't like them, you ain't gotta talk about them. But don't have all that hatred in your heart for them. There's a lot of people on here that like, I don't too much care for, but at the same time, they're not stopping anything that I may be doing for myself or anything on here that I may want to talk about or put out for the world to see. No, who cares? Just go on with yourself. Go on and do what you got to do for you. Keep on loving on you. Okay, that's all I gotta say. But you guys, I'm missing another show right now. So you guys, I'm out of here. Peace, you guys. Y'all be blessed and not stressed.